Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, my mic's working.
Wow, it's great for some people.
Oh, cool.
It's great for some people. I'm so happy for you.
You're telekinetic.
I'm telekinetic.
Telepathic.
I'm magnetic.
You're magnetic. I would love if I had a feature that just had something coming off from off screen attracted to you for that beat. That would have been...
How you guys doing? How is everybody? Hey everyone, happy morning. Good happy morning. It's the day. It's the day where it's the middle of the week.
Hump day.
Onster says I took a big nap. Onster, that's called sleeping.
A big nap is a bit... yeah.
Onster says, oh! Eehehehe. Eehehehe.
I wish I had the ability to nap.
You do.
No, I just go to sleep.
You could nap. Oh, that's true. Every time you've gone to nap,
it's like 4 or 5 hours.
Come back.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you till like the next day.
Yeah.
It's true.
Right? I wish I could nap.
Stanchia says, I took my car to the garage this morning and on my way back I saw 4 doggos and 2 were friend-shaped and let me pet them. Nice. Yes. Good. Good. Well, the other 2 not friend-shaped.
Yeah.
Did they hiss at you?
Do they bark?
I guess dogs don't really hiss, do they? Did they puff up into like twice their size so their tails went all fluffy and then claw your curtains and hiss?
That's a cat, dude.
I don't know. I think that's a dog. You think you got it wrong, Doig.
I think that cats are...
Here we go, Doig's hot take.
Just furry lizards. Look at the eyes, man. The eyes don't lie. Look at the eyes. They're just lizards with a bit of fur.
I mean, the eyes aren't very lizard-like.
They are.
Have you seen a flamingo? Now that's got lizard-like eyes.
Cats have lizard eyes, dude.
Imagine that cats and flamingos would get on really well. Because cats wouldn't be able to kill them.
Cats are just snakes with legs and fur.
That's a big jaw. Wow. Wow, that's a big jaw.
Are you sure it's
There's
not a
so
door?
much jam.
Are you sure it's not a door?
That's terrible.
What?
Boo!
Boo 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 boo.
Oh wait, it's getting smaller. It's getting smaller. It's getting smaller. It's got so small that now it's disappeared into nothingness. I'm excited. I'm excited because I got to play Monster Hunter the other day with some friendos and it was really fun. And we've arranged to do it again and I'm excited. Yay. Yay.
Hunting. Going on hunting parties.
Hunt high! Do a hunt, 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 do a hunt. Jen Moran. Do a hunt, 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 do a hunt. Rathalos. Hunting, 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 hunt high!
Hunt time.
Yeah, also says we've got a full gang. We've got 4 people. 4 hunters. Hunting. How did you know it was going to spin? You're making fun of me.
No, I just knew that. I know you.
You're making fun of me.
I knew you.
Only one of us can be a Beyblade.
What? It was good timing though, wasn't it? Because you were like, wait, he started exact same time I did.
What are you doing?
Spinning.
Why? I love it when I ask you a question and you say nothing, but then just look annoyed at the camera. It's my favourite. Me too can spin the fastest. It's me. It's me. It's me. It's me. So fast. It's me. It's me. I win. I win.
Fatality. OGY says, man, Rise followed me. Combat is way better, more varied compared to World that I barely played. I just can't get into it since there's only like 1 or 2 combos that are optimal. I miss my wire bugs.
Yeah, World, I'm so torn on World because I still love it. I still think it's a great game, but I have like a bunch of gripes with World. My main gripe is just that it's not designed for multiplayer. Like in terms of, it makes it very, very difficult for you to play with friends.
Yeah, I feel like the emphasis on kind of telling the single player story experience with World undermine what makes Monster Hunter fun. So like you have to, I think the game is kind of designed that you are new to Monster Hunter, you go through the single player yourself, and then you do multiplayer. But Rise is like, yo, forget that single player shit. You just go to the hub. Let's go. Like immediately you can just be like, let's go hunting.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That's what people buy the game for.
It makes it easy for you to play with friends, but Monster Hunter World makes it really convoluted and difficult for you to play with friends, which I have a huge issue with. Like, why? The whole game is meant to be a multiplayer game, so why would you make it so hard? But yeah, I really like how easy it is with Rise. Rise is just like, yeah, of course you can, like, of course if you're all on a quest together, it counts as completed for all of you.
I would say that Rise has improved on the game loop of older games, Eric. Simply because, like, I just love the fact that if you all have the urgent quest, you can just do it and it's done all together. Like in previous Monster Hunter games, it used to be like whoever took out the quest got it. So you'd end up you're playing through stuff.
You had to play 3 times, like to get everyone.
Yeah, if you have Hunting Warrior 4, you have to play it 4 times just to get people up to the hunter ranks so that they can continue like hunting with you.
Mm-hmm. But in Rise, it's great if one person does the urgent quest, with like 3 other people who also need to do it. It counts as done for everyone, which is the way it should be.
Yeah. Let people play the game together.
Yeah, it was still easier to play together though before Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World is for some reason just way harder. Yeah, it's so nice to just like hop into a quest with people, and you can hop into a quest at any time and stuff, and it's just like, it's so friendly. And then of course you've got the great Monster Hunter gameplay on top of that, so it's like it just gives you access to be able to play it.
And then you're ninjas.
And then you're ninjas.
In this one you're ninjas, which is just like, oh yeah.
I still need to actually master the wire bug and riding monsters and stuff. I still have like really no clue how a lot of that stuff works. I just kind of hit the buttons and sometimes it works and most of the time it doesn't.
Well, you see how you run it, you can ram the monster into walls.
Yeah.
As soon as you do that, hit the jump button, or well, A button, and you'll grab back a hold and you can do that.
I saw that last night after I fell off one.
Oh, it told you could do it.
Yeah, it told me I could do it. But by that time I was already flying through the air, so...
Yeah.
Why is Doig's mouth moving when not India's?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe it's set to be on the face capture to do it.
Maybe you need to turn off something. I don't know. It's okay though. I don't mind right now.
That might be it, actually.
I can be like this until we fix it. So what am I going to do today? I'm doing more of my instruction manual. I'm going to continue trying to write down the rules for our game. Since yesterday's playtest seemed to go well, people seemed to think it was funny and cool, and I had fun.
I had fun.
And there were a few more rules that we established then as well.
I nearly died.
You did nearly die. You were so close.
I nearly died. What can I spell with H? Nothing. Because it's got an H in it.
You little giggle.
You just need to put Noting in the bag of holding and then I can spell nothing.
Nice. And then you see an enemy that's like weak to the absent of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my fun. I had a great time. Doig had to sacrifice himself to the boss for us to beat it.
Can you share me the font that you were using? I like it.
It's called Wizard Knight. Wizarding Knight.
Is that Knight with a K or not a K?
Not a K.
Oh, Wizarding Knight.
Wizarding Knight.
Wizarding Knight.
Wizarding Knight.
Wizarding Knight.
That's the one. Weak to the concept of non-existence. I'm weak to the concept of non-existence. That's my weakness.
Weak to existential thoughts.
Yeah, weak to existential crises.
What about weak to the fourth wall?
You could do that. What words would you use?
I don't know, like things like health points.
It's just HP.
Yeah.
You're just looking for a way to use your H.
No.
What? Did you guys? That was amazing. Doig, look at what I could do. You ready?
Yeah. What's going on? What's why?
I can pat. I'm gonna pat Pal on the head. You ready? There you go, Pal.
Are you just putting your arms forward?
Yeah.
And playing the other anim?
Yeah.
Don't do it again.
Isn't it great? Okay.
That's
Amazing.
emerging gameplay.
I got hops. Big pat.
I can't
Incredible. We need to fix my eyes on that one. Anyway, let's go. Let's go and do some stuff. Since I don't have all morning, you know.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Where are you going? Where are we going?
This
We're
way.
going over here?
Yeah.
Oh.
This way. This is the way. Okay.
I don't know what's going on with my screen.
I don't either.
One second.
What's going on over there, Doig? What you got going on? You're having to get the toot place. I was writing. That would have been amazing. That would have been perfect timing. Okay, so I checked out a few videos on how to do good instruction manuals the other day. And they mentioned a few things that they thought you needed. So first is contents, so I'm doing good with that. Then there's like pieces, like what comes in the box essentially. And setup. And then there's like the statement, right? For like intro. I actually think that you should get the little intro before you get what you get in the box and stuff. I think the thing you most want to read, I think, when you open an instruction manual is, well, I'd say what the game is, because this one, there's no box for you to read first. So I think the most important thing is like what this game is. So I'm gonna oh no. Oh, there's no easy way to do this. Oh no. Let's put stuff, and I'll label the pieces there. Nah, actually, I'll do a separate one. Pieces. Set up. And then there's intro. And then overview. And the overview is like, I forget. It went in one ear, guys, and just well, think the overview is like a general turn or something.
India!
Yeah? What is
Todd's
it?
here. He says we're making a board game in here.
Oh yeah! Hey Todd! Todd's here!
I was waiting for you to stop talking so I could tell you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Felix Boltwood, thank you so much for the subscription. You're amazing. Thank you. And Todd says we're making a board game in here. Yeah, we are. We are. We could use your valuable insight, Todd. It's a shame that we don't happen to be doing a paper prototyping of it today, because if we were playing it in front of you, I feel like it would be easier for you to give us feedback on it. You were definitely one of the people we were hoping that we could ask to playtest it for/with us at some point, if we managed to put it into tabletop simulator or something similar. Todd says, sure, I've made a few board card games, kinda anyway. Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, Todd's a game designer. Todd knows how these things work. I'm currently trying to write an instruction manual for it. That's like what I see as my deliverable for the end of this process.
Do you want to describe what the board game is?
Yeah, sure. So I'll just preface it by saying that we're doing it for a game jam that's being run by Pirate Software. And it was a 2-week game jam and it's wrapping up this Friday. So I think most people are submitting like game maker games or actual video/computer games. But because I'm not very familiar with programming, I decided I was going to do a little tabletop thing because I could paper prototype it and potentially get it together in time for the deadline that I felt like I'd have less option to do if I was also trying to learn a program. So that's like the general background. And then the game itself, it's a Scrabble tabletop RPG. It's a word-centric dungeon crawler. It's a Scrabble spellcaster. So you are wizards exploring a dungeon, aiming to rack up the most points you can by using Scrabble tiles to cast spells on enemies, get loot, defeat bosses, and delve as deep as you can before you get murdered, essentially. Is it in beta? Not even Raid 27. It's not even, I'd say, in alpha right now. We're still literally just constructing the rules and trying to get it to feel super good.
Pre-alpha.
Let's see. Alex says, Doig and India, can I convince you to perhaps try Flight Path on tomorrow's stream? I can give you a review key, if not, that's fine. And as we discussed last stream or the day before, I totally understand if this weekend you do the Colour Funk challenge. I appreciate how much support you show me either way. Aw, thank you so much, Alex. Tomorrow might be a little tricky, just because we're doing this game jam, and the mornings are the only time I have to do it, and it's in on Friday. So I feel like if I lose tomorrow, it's going to be way harder for me to complete the game jam in time. But I'd be up for playing it on Saturday, if that's okay. If that also works, then I'm good to do that. Because I would love to see what you've been up to and get to play and support the game. It totally deserves it. For anyone who doesn't know, Alex in chat has been working on the game Flight Path as a writer. It's a really cool looking, like, ship shoot 'em up game.
With story elements,
with
I believe.
story, yeah, with story elements. It looks awesome. You can wishlist it on Steam, and it's available tomorrow, I think. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Alex. But yeah, super cool. So yeah, that's a general idea for the game. And right now I'm trying to do the instruction manual. Which, as I was saying, I see that as being like, if I can give Thor or Pirate Software, the people who are running the game jam, if I can give them an instruction manual on Friday that they could use to play the game, I'd consider that a successful game jam.
Yeah, I think so. The instruction manual is sort of like an implementation of the GDD in a way.
Yeah. So I was watching a few videos on it yesterday, and the way that people were suggesting to do it was just imagine someone is explaining to you how to play the game. Like imagine someone's teaching you, and put that voice into the instruction manual and try and structure it in that way.
Oh, I see. You can do the tone. What if you gave it the voice of the Kenku?
I think that's a separate element that would confuse it a little bit.
Fair enough.
I do want to do achievements at the end. And potentially like game modes, since you can play it solo as well. At the minute it's co-op. But I think achievements are just fun. Like give people a bunch of checkboxes that they can check off if they've managed to do that thing in the dungeon. So things like survive a boss with 1 HP.
Oh, you're gonna put in achievements in a board game. That's awesome.
So you can tick them off in the instruction manual when you do them.
That's awesome.
You know, clear an entire floor of monsters. But that's all the stuff to do for fun once I've got the rest of the instruction manual actually making sense. Let's see. So, introduction, game objective.
I love your little doodle placeholder.
Like, I think rather than objective, I'll put overview.
I think whatever crashed OBS has like crippled my system. So I'm black for a while because all the programs that I was using have like died as well. Just quietly curled up in a corner and died. So you said it was called Wizarding Nights.
Yeah, Wizardry Night, I think. Big question, will this game be legendary? I mean, it depends how you define legendary, right? I think it'll be legendary. Let's see. Writing a good rulebook is far harder than writing good rules, so don't worry if it's not perfect on your first pass. Yeah, Pilkey, you're right. I shouldn't focus on getting it perfect on my first pass. I should just focus on getting the rules in there, and then I can clarify them on future passes. Smug Rainbow Pony, thank you so much. Thank you very, 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 very much for the subscription. Adventure. Yeah. Thank you guys for the resubs. You're all amazing.
Thank you.
So I'm going to take this and cut that. And that's the game overview, because that's like, this is who you are, this is what you're doing, and this is how you win. Right? And then for the score, I've got a score thing somewhere. There we are. I think that this is a good place to put that bit I just cut. Yeah. It may not quite fit, but I do think this is a good place to put it. Dum, da, dum. Yes, it will fit. Achoo! Bless me. That's probably a little small. There we go. Holly says it looks great, but I can't make any promises on when I'll be able to play. Oh, that was for Flight Path. Yeah, also Todd, I can't give you any promises on when this prototype will be ready. So we'll just ping you when it is. And see if you're free. Like ideally what we'd like to be able to do is if we can transfer it into Tabletop Simulator, then we can just send it to a bunch of people and be like, can you just play this with your friends when you have a free time? And then just let us know what you liked and didn't like. So rather than adventuring guide, I'm going to keep it simple and just do game setup. So let's have, here is the typical table setup. So people can see where everything goes. And then before that, we'll have pieces.
Yeah, alongside what India's doing, I've been doing pixel art stuff based on the game rules and things. So got kind of a cool sprite sheet going here. This part of the sprite sheet was a whole day's worth of kind of trial and erroring how to get like tells to automatically like you place walls in an arrangement and it to be like, yeah, it would fit together like this. So I can say that I have semi-successfully worked out a rule tile thing in Unity's like tile palette, tile set, whatever it is. Yeah. I'll show you. It makes more sense if I show you. So if I select this one, which is my rule tile one, and I go over here, you can see a bunch of arrangement of shapes. If I draw like this, I can make a, you know, stuff like this. Yeah, I got it working. So, I'm glad.
Yay!
I think it's one of like the more basic things to get kind of figured out in terms of doing like a tile thing, but yeah. So I'm thinking like in scenarios where like you have a card come down and say it has, oh, I think I'm on the wrong layer. So, oh, did I put all of these on? Hang on.
Ben says, I dreamt I was in Japan, but I spent all my time in a hotel and only tried to explore on the last day where I couldn't have enough time to really go anywhere. Oh no, Ben! That's a sucky dream. No. No. Do, 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 do.
New tiles that come, or new dungeon cards that get placed next to existing dungeon cards and like join onto it, sort of thing.
See, what platform are you guys using? Do you mean for making the game, or do you mean for doing the stream? Well, actually, Doig's using Unity for both. So,
Yeah.
but at the minute he's in Asprite.
This is Unity I'm in here.
Oh, my bad.
I use Asprite to make the pixels.
Yeah. My bad.
It's not Asprite, I don't think.
And then I'm using storyboards to do an instruction manual because I'm weird like that. What would you say is the fastest way to make a short adventure game in Unity? I'd say the fastest way would be just to watch a tutorial on that, if that's something you want to do. I bet if you Google adventure game Unity tutorial,
yeah,
there'd be some, and you could probably just work through it to make a small game. Asprite.
He does it every time. Like, what are you working in there? Asprite. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's Asprite.
It's Asprite.
How's an E?
Asprite. I don't know, it doesn't feel right.
Now we learn it's like Asprite.
Asprite.
Your ass is pretty.
Aw, thanks.
No, fine, take it.
I will. I'm not gonna turn down a compliment.
And yeah, I was trying to write down like, can't see that. Write down all the kind of things that we'll need from the structure of the game. What are you saying, little man? Oh. Fed them.
Yeah, well, no, but they had food left. I checked if they had food.
Probably think we don't give them breakfast anymore. It's just because they don't eat dinner.
Yeah, it's because it's like they've still got enough left for a meal in their bowls. Alex says Ben woke up. He had a most vivid dream of being in Japan, but in his dream he spent the whole time in his hotel room. He looked around. This wasn't his bedroom. This was a hotel room. Tokyo Tower was visible in the distance through the window. Ben looked at his nightstand. Plane tickets? A quick look at his phone, which had no signal, confirmed. The tickets were for today, and he was supposed to meet Onster yesterday. Oh no! Yeah, honestly, like, Raid 27 people in chat will have more clue than we do. We've got a lot of people in chat who've worked on games before, who have more experience than we do. So I bet everyone's got some super good advice. Making games is fun. Okay, so monster cards, spell cards, and loot cards.
Ben's just like, making games is fun. That's something that we've chosen to do. Gotta double down on that, right, Ben?
I've always wanted to make a game though.
Yeah?
I never thought it'd be a like board game, but I've always wanted to make a game. It's still something that I want to do with you, to make a computer game at some point.
The head scritches. Do you see this, Cynthia?
Yeah. Cute. Did you manage to find the font, by the way?
Yeah.
Just imagine that's a spell card.
I'm gonna make a monster card.
Hell yeah. Now imagine this is a monster card. Just imagine.
Yeah, you did. You made a pig RPG. Pigu's Grand Adventure.
I did.
What was it? Pigu Densetsu.
Something like that. It was something dumb. Oh, for those who don't know, I made Doig an RPG for his birthday like a few years back now. It was a lot of fun though.
It was a good time.
Oh, instead of putting an L for loot, I should put a T for treasure. Since I decided to call them treasure cards instead of loot cards. Ooh! Hi, little man. Hello. Beautiful boy. Beautiful boy.
One thing I don't know how to do is get things in the UI to be the right scale in terms of the pixels.
There must be a way to do that. I feel if you'd asked me this like 6 years ago, then I feel like I might have been able to tell you.
You might have been able to tell me.
Oh yeah, when I was working as a UI artist, I feel like that probably would have come up. But I cannot remember now.
Damn, was that 6 years ago?
It was something like that, right? Yeah. Oh, he's leaning in! Yeah, they're totally rune skies, by the way. They are not Scrabble pieces. So don't get confused. Definitely not Scrabble pieces. Should do this on a new layer. I'm gonna move the book.
I've been trying to pick him up and put him on my knee. And then whenever he wants to get off, he can. But showing him that he gets tons of pets while he's up there. Their cats are not lap cats at all. They are wait until you're lying prone, sit on your chest cats.
Yeah, sit on top of you and be like, "Hi, I conquered this human."
Wait, what is that demon in mythology or whatever that's supposed to be sits on your chest?
Oh, a sleep paralysis demon.
A sleep paralysis? Is that what they are? A sleep paralysis demon?
I think just some people's sleep paralysis demons do like to sit on their chest, so I don't know if it's actually that or not.
Because that's Sparrow right there now. It has lots of names across cultures. Well, is one of them Sparrow? Because if you're lying on your back, sleeping, you are going to get woken up with a cat just sitting on your chest looking down at you. And then you've either been woken up because they've bapped you in the face, or you wake up from the pressure, you look at her and you're looking straight at her, looking in her eyes, and she just baps you anyway. Like, that's a wake up technique, Sparrow. I'm already awake.
I'm looking at you, Sparrow.
I parried her. I parried her this morning.
Oh, nice. Perfect timing.
Yeah. She wanted to go for my face, and I put my hand up, and she bapped the hand.
Blocked.
And then because she done that, I lifted her little, like, because she was kind of standing on my hand, I lifted that up a little bit, so her little belly was exposed, and I got it.
She never expected
She
that.
didn't expect the counter. My favorite is, okay, so she does this every morning, so like, got stories of it. I had my knees raised, and Sparrow decided to climb the mountain that were my two knees together, and then proceed to like flop down. So she was like lying, she was like lying half on the slope that I could see, and then like her upper body was on like my left knee, and she turned towards me, and I was petting her, and she likes to like roll around when she gets pet. As I'm petting her, she rolls and just rolls down the other side. She just fucking disappeared. Oh. Nobody expects the doggish belly squishing. Nope. Oh, fucking hell. God. Oh, it's created a canvas on top of the... What? UI in Unity is... I don't like it. I don't like it making this massive canvas.
UI in Unity is really bad.
It's really bad.
It's really awful. Speaking of someone who, for a few very short, brief years, worked as a UI artist in Unity, it's awful. It's awful for UI.
Is Godot better for just doing like little UI elements?
Huh?
Is Godot better for doing like UI stuff, like
Listen,
sprite UI?
I've got to imagine that anything is better than Unity, because it just feels like such a backwards way to do it.
Because even though I've figured out the whole tile set thing, I'm kind of like, what if I made it not in Unity?
Yeah, what if I changed the program completely now and restarted? I've got my tiles. I know the feeling, Doig.
Yo, Zoe, hello. We sent a package to a Zoe recently.
We did.
Are you? My brain is just like, Zoe.
Oh yeah, we did, which reminds me actually, in terms of the store, we don't get a whole lot of orders, but just in case anyone here was thinking of like checking out our store and ordering anything, Royal Mail currently isn't doing international delivery, so we can't send anything outside the country currently. We need to put a notice on the store to let people know until Royal Mail decide they're going to do international shipping again. Apparently there was a cyber attack a few weeks ago, so they closed international shipping.
Is this Yes, there's this UI toolkit as well, which I don't know what that is.
Pokey says the new UI stuff isn't that bad. but it's still kind of terrible when you're used to using dedicated app UI frameworks. Yeah, I mean, it's been a few years since I used it. Maybe it's better now. It used to be very, like, unintuitive. Some spell tiles, and then the actual pieces. Player pieces.
I'm stuffing. I'm gonna look up Godot.
Oh shit. You're gonna look up Godot. You wanna learn a whole new system.
I just want to see, like, what it's like, you know?
Godot's great. I've got no clue what the UI is like though.
That's not a good sign.
What is it?
I went to try and find a page and it's not there. If you're just doing 2D Doig, couldn't you use Game Maker? Potentially, but I have to buy Game Maker to start using it, do I not?
Yeah, you would. You have to pay a subscription per month.
I'm not for
You
that.
might be able to get a free trial.
Boops and Unreal.
I mean, you have been wanting to try Unreal for a while.
Unreal scares me.
Yeah?
It might be easier doing a 2D thing in it, I don't know.
Yeah, it's difficult to say.
It doesn't scare me. I just like, I've opened it up several times. I've poked around and it's kind of like...
I don't understand it scaring you. It seems big.
I'm not scared. I'm just, like, it annoys me that...
It annoys you?
That it's not more like straightforward to do things. As someone who has been doing a lot of UI stuff in Unreal, I think it's pretty decent. Okay.
There you go. And then we need one more page for the enemy pieces.
This auto tile thing is exactly the same, I think, rule set wise.
Oh yeah? Well, most pieces, and we want treasure chests. I think that might be everything.
Oh my, look.
Where is it?
In the documentation, it actually shows you what you need to do to make the thing that you want to make. This is exactly what I figured. Took a day figuring out, and it's in the documentation for Godot.
I mean, good. Yeah.
Like, this is it. This is look.
Uh-huh.
This is great. You're like, I just clicked on tile map and it's like, here's how you make those. Like, that's great. This is great. This is
I
cool.
really like Godot. It's very intuitive. Which I like a lot. As someone for whom things are often more difficult than they need to be because my own brain doesn't grasp things quite the way they're intended.
Unity, the company, has never shipped a game on their own tools.
Is that true? That seems like not a great thing.
It's a great app for prototyping, but their inability, refusal to dogfood their own product means actually shipping something is a huge dick in the ear because they don't put much effort into shipping and maintaining launches.
A huge dick in the ear is great.
It's not. I think that would be kind of painful. I mean, I don't know if it's even possible.
I mean, it's a great metaphor, though.
Oh.
This would be a boss, so we'll just put a little goblin. Monster pieces, treasure chest pieces, which will be much the same thing. I'm literally just going to copy and paste this over. It's all the same. What else do we need? Let me check. We've got the shells, we've got the tiles, we've got spell cards, not tiles, monster cards, spell cards, treasure cards. Got all those. Box of holding. It's the next thing. Though that's really something that you can just provide. So I don't know if I should put it in the game pieces, because I don't actually engage it with the game. In my imaginary universe where the game exists. I suppose I might as well put it in the inventory bit. I may as well. Because it just makes it clearer, if nothing else. Oh, we lost a chromo. Music is a bit too loud or microphone's a bit too soft. Interesting, thank you. Thanks for letting us know. Boogie says, didn't Godot start as 2D only and then add 3D? I think it might have, yeah.
So it's oh, it's right next to me. Swift, I know you are a big Sonic fan. Do you know of Spark the Electric Jester?
Yes, I do. I've heard of this game and I've seen it played a little bit. It looks really awesome. It's basically a Sonic style game.
Oh.
That people have been making. And it just looks really kinetic and fun and responsive. Very cool. I can't seem to find this chrome out though. I'm gonna go into my mod view so I can see it better. There we go. Oh, this is the one you just got. Well, thank you, Doig. Appreciated.
I downloaded something just now, but I have a feeling it's like a download for a downloader because that was small. Unless Godot's just...
Godot's pretty small, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably got Godot. Doig, I'm excited. Doig is about to discover the wonders of Godot.
You'll have to help me learn the language.
Oh, you won't need my help.
I might. I'm not that good at learning languages, dude.
We'll see. I remember when I was making some stuff by me onesie and having some problems, and you came over to help me troubleshoot it, and you picked it up pretty fast.
You currently don't have any... Aw. Yeah, please confirm. You don't have any currently have any projects. Would you like to explore official example projects in the asset library? Yeah. All right, let's do that then.
Like a feather, a beautiful world. You're so fucking special. Cool. So I think that's everything that you'd need. Most of these we've just made out of whatever we had lying around. But this should tell everyone what they're needing. Yeah. Cool. And then keeping score, I should maybe move that to the end. Yeah, I'll pop it at the end to begin with. And then we're going to go into like more detail about things. So monster cards, spell cards. And then we'd also need like loot cards. Boss cards, presumably.
Wow, this is okay. This thing just opened. This thing just went.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, we're in a 3D scene. I don't want that. I want a 2D scene. Oh, okay. I got 2D now. Cool.
I'm excited. Doig's gonna be impressed.
Guess this is my screen?
Oh wait, I know what I wanted this as the explanation for what these different things actually mean. So I'm gonna keep that joined on. And then I'll do a new.
Godot is really tiny. It's just a single exe and loads fast. Eric, is this what you use? Do you use this a bunch? Okay. File system.
Eric says yes, no bloat or nonsense. Yeah, no bloat or nonsense is appealing. Godot's just nice to use. It's just nice. Feels good. Like sometimes I feel like coding or making games in softwares feels kind of like you're fighting against the software. Like it feels like those games where you get murdered during a boss fight by R&D, or there's like just really unfair mechanics. Whereas Godot feels like Monster Hunter. It feels fair. It's like if something fucks up, you know it's probably something you did.
Yeah, this is okay. So okay, here's the plus button. Okay, and then I want to do a tile. Did I just add a tile mat? Great. Okay, it's giving me a bunch of settings down the right hand side.
I do need to show the back of the cards if I'm going to do boss monsters. But I guess since I've already explained all these terms and boss monsters don't have any terms which are specific to them, I don't necessarily need to explain them again. So I could take this space to show the back.
Okay, tile map node, square. Oh, you can make it isometric, custom, all these cell size. Creating a tile set. Once you've configured your tile map, it's time to add a tile set. A tile set is a resource that contains the data about your tiles, their textures, collision shapes, and other properties. When the game runs, the tile map combines the individual tiles into a single object. To add a new tile set, click on the tile set property and select new tile set. Oh, here it is. Okay. Click on the tileset property and the tileset window will open at the bottom of the editor window. Oh, cool. Okay, that's okay.
Do the king slime now.
First, you need to add textures. Okay, I'm gonna put this on this screen so we can just do it so it's a little less cumbersome. Click the Add Texture to Tileset button and select Tile Sheet, the Tile Sheet PNG image. Okay. Okay. So do I have to find where this is and put my tile set in there? I can do that. Give me a sec.
Monster cards. Boss monster cards. I feel like we do still need the kind of the back of the card to be shown. Is the thing. So maybe I want to lose all this from here anyway and just explain it on the next page. Because seeing the back of the boss monster card doesn't tell you anything if you don't know it's different to the regular monster cards.
Okay, so I successfully put the textures I have so far into a place where Godot can see them.
There we go. And then the spell cards, I'll do the same thing for.
Next, click New Single Tile and drag in the image to select the tile you want. Click the Enable Snap button to make it easier to select the entire tile. Okay. Oh! Oh, they've made this better! The new single tile. Okay, no. New single tile is over on the right.
definitions. So I'm going to put a little title up here. Definitions. Cool. And then we have a whole list of spell cards, which we want one of those for the monster cards as well.
Okay.
I'm just going to change the boss monsters back to monster cards, and then I'm going to give that a little subtitle.
Cool.
And it's clear that they're all under the monster cards section, I think. And then we can have monster cards here. Monster cards, isn't it? And we can include the boss monsters as part of those. Monster cards. Which one's on? Spell cards. And then we'd want treasure cards. Oh, how are people doing? Oh, Todd says, bedtime for me. Glad to catch you live. It's been a minute. Thanks so much for being here, Todd. You sleep super well.
Do you have a name? Do you have a good name for the game yet? Just curious. At the moment, it's called Spell That.
Yeah.
Something simple, something catchy, something easy to remember.
Our marketing friend likes Spell That, so that makes me feel like maybe it's okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm always attracted to cooler sounding stuff like WizWords. I thought was a really cool suggestion from chat.
WizWords is hard to say.
I think it's fun to say, but
With
Spell
words.
That is easier to remember.
I just like inside of the context of the game, you could be like, I'm gonna play this. Oh, how do you spell that?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, first issue of hitting is that if this blue thing is that designating what my entire canvas is, I need to make this scale of the tiles bigger. Doig thinks in 70s board game ads. No, I don't. Oh, I don't. Maybe I do.
Maybe I do.
Swords with Friends.
Swords
Nice.
with Friends.
Is that a play on Words with Friends? Did you ever play Words with Friends in the...
No, what's Words with Friends?
I think it was like a Scrabble alternative that was on Facebook for a little bit until Hasbro went...
Oh man.
Oh, no.
Hasbro was such an asshole. I can say that. I'm not working for Hasbro anymore. Hasbro. This is my impression of Hasbro.
Money, 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 money.
Oh, wow.
I know. Spitting hot takes here. Watch out, internet. Here I come. I can't believe she really said that. Hasbro are the Monopoly folks. Yeah, they have Monopoly. They also have They have Wizards of the Coast. They have like D&D. They have Scrabble. They have a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Hasbro also does toys for a bunch of stuff. Like they do Transformers toys and things. I think were they the ones who did the Turtles toys? I'm not sure. I forget. HD Rex says, "Do you Hasbro? I Hasbro. I has no bro." Filky says the world needs less Hasbros and more Palbros. That's so true. Oh, Darkwell says wizards could be a term in the game. Like the whole system using scroll pieces to make your own whiz words. That's true. It's true. And Vimbis says Hasbro has a monopoly on Monopoly, which again, that's very true. Yes. Words with Friends is still going as its own app, says Alex. That's cool.
How to change base resolution. Godot.
Scribbling says, love how they just really started running out of ideas for ways to revamp Monopoly. Yeah, do you remember that Miss Monopoly thing? Where it was like Monopoly for girls and it was really condescending and tone deaf. Monopoly for millennials. Says the person who owns Sonic Boom Monopoly. That's different. That has Sonic on it. The great exception. I think Monopoly is a great game because it really does show you how awful capitalism is. You spend like an hour in the world of Monopoly and you're like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay, my pixels are not pixeling, so how do I get... I think it must be it's anti-aliasing by default. So where are those settings?
Oh, I could tell you.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd it go?
You know in your image bin, if you click on the image, then you'll have settings along the left-hand side.
My image.
There should be like some settings that you can choose on the left-hand side. I might need to come over just to have a look.
Good man. Let's see if there's a... Right.
Don't know if you guys heard, but I went over to help and ended up just being like, actually, just read the tutorial. When you get over and you're like, oh, I could do something to help here. I know this. And then you look at it and you're like, actually, I've forgotten. I don't know anything. So I'm going to do another page for these treasure cards. Because there's more of a variety of them than there are enemies and spells. The functions of the cards completely change. So I'm going to write that. Treasure cards can do more than just net you some extra points though. Many treasure cards have helpful functions that will give you an advantage when playing. Ooh. From hey, I'll go and get her. She wants petting.
She's yeah.
Cat petting is complete. Dabba dabba. ADHD Rex says, my family hates playing Monopoly with me. I'm very ruthless. No hesitation to take all your money. You have to be in Monopoly. Monopoly is cutthroat. There are no friends in Monopoly.
I'm basically going through a Coding Kaiju tutorials, the best Godot settings for pixel art, and I'm just going through it and just setting what it's setting.
Cool.
Yeah. That I can't see the. Oh, do I have to go down to 2D?
Okay, CL says, very naive of you to think you can complete the petting of the cat. You're not wrong. She'll be back in like 2 minutes. Like, did you forget something? I'm good at Monopoly against Doig, I think, because Doig is too trusting with me.
Okay, the settings have moved, I think. Can I start?
Let's see. Summoning a rune, you may be. Summoning a rune, you need to providing a shield that blocks an enemy's attack. And then we'll show a few examples, I guess. So it'll be like +1 room. And just summon. Then there's a shield, it's really helpful.
There we go. Cool. What other treasure? Okay, of course we've got potion. Be sure to read and follow the instructions on a treasure card. Because there's such variety in the treasure deck. Be sure to read and follow the instructions. On each card carefully.
And then we need the special case, the mimic card. Ooh, rah, rah, rah. A dastardly trick.
Okay, so how do I do an auto thing? How do I get back to where I am with Unity? 2D using tile maps, auto tile. I think it's asking me to like make a to make my style sheet in this way. Like make my texture in this way, and then it's just like, then I'll work. Maybe.
Yeah?
Maybe. Maybe not. Trying to figure it out.
Okay, got treasure cards, got the mimic card. Game set up. So I feel like before casting spells, there should be something on just like how to play, you know? I'm literally just gonna call it how to play. It's shaping up though, isn't it? Look, we've got quite a few pages going on here. We've got our contents, our intro, game overview, what pieces you get, the general setup for a 2-player game, what the monster cards are, what the spell cards are, what the treasure cards are. And now we're going to do how to play, and then later we have like a little section on casting spells and keeping score and stuff. We're doing it! Gonna have a bit of tea and catch up with chat. Scribbling says, is the lurk command in here just for funsies or does it do something? It's just for funsies. It's if you want to lurk but let us know that you're lurking, I guess. Oh, let's see. Ba-doop boop boop. Why do you want to make a game? Will there be a part 2? Says Raid. And then Alex says, because it's for a game jam and it's fun. And Raid says, oh, game jam, so original game from scratch. So cool. Is it like a contest? Who has the highest flex? It is, yeah. We're in it. We're not necessarily in it to win it. Because I think everyone else is making digital games. So us making like a little tabletop game, probably not gonna do super well. But we kind of just took the game jam as a boot up the ass to make something together for fun. So it's been fun, like having a little project on the side to chug away at. And I've always wanted to make a game. So yeah, I'm excited about it. But the game jam is over on Friday, so we've got like 2 days. Yeah, Pissing Cryptid says, I see the lurk command as a way to say, hello, letting you know I'm here to support, but I may not be very talkative, if at all. Which is totally fair. Cat's just knocking things off the table. Since Doig and I set up that cam yesterday where you could look down at the game through the phone and we were filming the table, we put a tablecloth over the little vestibule next to me. It's not a vestibule, it's a like little cabinet. And they love it now that it's got like this big sheet over it. They love going under the sheet and then attacking each other through it. So it's become like an extra play area for them now. I hope you win. Oh, thanks, Ray27. We might get like a little mention or something for doing something a bit different. They normally have a lot of entries though, so I'm not anticipating winning or anything. I think they normally have like 50 to 80 people. Which when you think about it in terms of game jams receiving games, that's a huge amount. I've been to a couple of game jams in the past, and I don't think there were ever as many as 80 teams.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, I think Global Game Jam might have higher numbers, but
Yeah.
that's global.
Yeah, that's global. Titan Roboduck says 123 entries. That's so many. That's so many. Isn't that bonkers? Oh my gosh. That's wild. Absolutely huge. Bum 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 bum.
I'm gonna arrange my my tally sheet to be in the exact way that they've laid it out, so that this will be easier.
And Titan Roboduck says 83 delivered a game jam design document. Whew! Whew! Actually, including it, there'll be 124 entries. We just haven't emailed Thor yet to let him know that we're taking part. I should probably do that before Friday.
Yeah. 123 entries, 83 delivered a game jam design document.
That's quite a lot. Like, I'm happy that a lot of people delivered the design document. Tarthol says, should we tell Thor that you're participating? He does know. We have told him that we're doing a game for his game jam. But in order to officially enter, you have to actually email him and let him know what your team is. So for us, I think the team would be us and you guys. So it would be like Doig and Swift and their chatters in the stream when they were making it. We don't really have a team name yet. Do you guys want to help us come up with one?
Our team name is Doig and Swift.
Our team name is Doig and Swift.
Doig
Doig and Swift. Doig and Swift's Twitch. Right, so it's not about winning, it's about showing your superior intellect. I'm all out of superior intellect today, though. Team Adventure's pretty good.
Team Duke Swoog.
Duke Swoog! I like that. I like both Team Duke Swoog and Team Adventure. Team Duke Swoog Adventure. Feathered and antlery. Squires with a pixel table. I see what you did there, Darkbolt. Did we ever finalize a game title art slash ambigram we were trying to do? We didn't finalize it, but Mike, what's the name of the artist who did that really amazing one that we want to ask to use?
I think it was Kevlar.
Kevlar, it was you. We never finalized it, no, but we really, really liked the design that you did. And we're going to ask you permission to use it. Because it's great. It's beautiful. Yeah, that let me double check, but I think that'll probably be the right one, Martina. Yeah, that's the one. It's beautiful work. Super cool. Oh, Kevlar says, of course you can. Well, thank you very much. We will credit you with the title design. It's a really nice ambigram, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, Fanax says, I've been messing with Tabletop Simulator to make a workable version of Spell that. It turns out it's a lot trickier than just replacing some textures. Gotta make a custom asset pack from scratch and then put it in all at once. Oh, really? Dang. I appreciate you, like, trying to put it into Tabletop, though. If we can get it in there, it's gonna be really helpful.
Yeah, for Kevlar, did you see? I tried to pixel art yours just to see whether I could incorporate it. You want to see? Right there. It's a rough.
It's not quite.
Rough.
It's not quite as good as yours.
Yeah, because I'm working with limited pixels,
but it's not final. Anyway, we can get it closer. Like, I missed the little dots in the S and T.
A little dot.
Yeah. Kevlar had little arcane dots in there.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I got only so many.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
It's
but
beautiful.
we figured that if it's a square of cards, it would be laid this way, so like, you know.
Well, I really like the way that the top and bottom of the like T looks like it kind of swirls into itself.
Yeah.
We could maybe even join it up in the final. Pretty neat.
You might lose legible.
Yeah. Well, we'd have to try it, and if it loses legibility, we'd be like, oh well, never mind. It's so good! It's so good, Kevlar! What the heck?
How the hell did you do it, dude?
Hello, little loaf.
I'm trying to work out. So I'm looking at this thing, right? I'm trying to work out, is white is red is on, white is off. So yeah, I get. Okay, yeah. No, I think I get it. I think I get it.
Cool. Good job.
I would have had it like this though, for like at least one portion, but I don't think they do that. I think they've got. I think that's something like this.
Kevlar says, feel free to make any artistic changes. It was just a quick sketch I did.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I feel qualified to make artistic changes to it. I don't think I could do as good a job as you did.
Once we get this sorted out, India, we can make like the different things you were mentioning.
Hmm?
You know how you were saying you wanted different kind of themes for the tiles.
Oh yeah. That's okay. As long as you have the tile set, you can always like use it as a basis to make more.
Yeah. That's what I meant. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with you. The important thing right now is the gameplay rather than the look of it. Once we have the game rules and the gameplay solidified, we can make it look like anything. We can like go hard into the theming of it and make it really fun to look at.
I think this is a ground tile up here. Dude, this fucking Thomas the Tank Engine thing every time.
It does sound a little bit like Thomas the Tank Engine, doesn't it?
Right. Every time.
do. Do 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 do. Raid says, how did you go about making your avatar on screen? Bear and Twitty. Oh, well, let's see. It's a long process. Basically, first we designed them in 2D, and we had them as 2D PNG tubers for a long time. And then Doig was like, I want to try making these in 3D. So Doig made 3D models of them, and then slowly through time we added more and more animations. And Doig built this whole thing in Unity so we can run around like game characters. So basically they're in front of a pink screen right now, and then OBS is like taking that pink out and replacing it with the screen. But the entire thing is actually in a Unity game running. So that's how we've got like little idle animations and everything. Wasn't that EastEnders? No, EastEnders is do 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 do. This is EastEnders. Da 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 da. Oh. And then there's Coronation Street. Coronation Street. Living on Street. Coronation. Thomas Tankin is like, Thomas, he is a big tank.
He is oh, could you imagine if all of the trains were replaced with tanks? Thomas the Tank.
Thomas the Tank. And it sounded like you were starting one of Eggman's boss music intros. Well, the EastEnders one. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ah, that would be a great soap. Eggman. You'd call it Sunny Side Up.
Oh, it's always Sunny Side Up.
Sunny Side Up, and it'd just be like the hapless adventures of Eggman, trying to do things and not being able to. He could have his catchphrase, you know, I hate that hedgehog, and then the canned laughter would come in.
I hate that hedgehog.
I'm not very good at canned laughter.
No, you're not. What the hell? Sounds like you're being tickled.
Oh no, now I kind of want to get like an episode of Everyone Loves Raymond or something and board it with Eggman and have like Sunny Side Up.
Surely it would be Always Sunny though. It's always Sunny Side Up.
I need something where there's just like a very sad man who's the main character. And everyone's like, oh, you!
Yeah, right.
Like Two and a Half Men or something. Something tragic.
Someone suggested doing
Frasier's pretty good.
Mario with Always Sunny. I like that. My cast for the Mario movie would have been the cast from Always Sunny.
I just want Danny DeVito for Eggman. Doubly hear the doors are calling, let's ballad and scramble eggs.
What?
Whenever I hear the blues are calling, let's ballad and scramble eggs. That's a Frasier. That's a Frasier. That's Frasier Attack.
I need to go back and watch Frasier.
Flycare says, man, Sunny Side Up is usually good, but the episode where Eggman just sat in a chair and cried for 30 minutes was super weird.
Have you seen... India, have you seen Bo Burnham's Inside?
No.
Okay.
I feel like it would make me have an existential crisis, from what I've heard people tell me about it.
I don't think it'll make you crisis. It's interesting though.
Was that a catchphrase?
But there's a point in it where he does like a parody of a Let's Play. And like he's got like live action footage and it's just like him like there's just a cry button. So he just walks towards the door and cries, sits down and cries, and then it's like end of day one.
No! Yeah, I feel like I might appreciate Frasier now more than I did when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I didn't really get it at all. I just thought it was boring.
I used to watch it. I liked the dog.
Uh-huh.
What? I like the dog.
No, it's a good dog.
It's a wonderful dog.
I forgot there was a dog in Frasier.
You forgot there's several dogs over the run of it, I think. They're all meant to be the same dog. Did you know it was Frasier that taught me what time zones were?
Wow, I didn't know you knew him.
No. No, shut up, no.
Such an amazing past, Doig.
Yeah, I know everyone. Yeah,
Frasier taught me how to tell time.
I think there was an episode where like they're trying to celebrate New Year and they drive for a bit. Like they miss it in the time zone they're in, so they drive like an hour. Like, well, I guess not an hour, but like, they drive
longer.
So that they're in a new time zone, so that they can celebrate it together. And I was like, "What the fuck is this magic? What is a time zone?"
What is a time zone? It sounds incredible. Can I step into it? Can I travel? Well, yes, you can.
Can you travel in time?
It's the kind of science where it sounds amazing until you actually practice it, and then you're like, oh, this is just existing in a different place. Oh. Time zone is a really cool word.
Welcome to my time zone, Batman.
Eat the pizza, hero.
You'll never escape my time zone.
Why is your villain voice so adorable?
Oh no, I'm aging.
Watch your life pass before your eyes 1 second at a time.
It's just a room with a mirror. No one's ever escaped the time zone, Doig. You can't do it. Once you're in the time zone, that's it for you.
That's it.
You'll never get away with this, Clock King, says Planet Chaos. Clock King is a great bad name for a villain. I love that. They'd make a great spoof villain. I love that it's hard to say. Clock King.
Clock King.
He's real, what? No, I don't believe it. He can't be. Oh look, you got little wooden tiles on the floor. Look at you. Look at you. Wow. Some cool floor, dude.
I don't think that's meant to go there. I don't know what's meant to go here.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
What do you mean what I mean?
What do I mean? What do you
What do
mean?
you mean what do you mean?
I don't know. What
It
are you
says-
talking about?
It says there's a blank one here. Okay? But I don't know how to use that. Because like,
I
if
mean,
you're drawing walls and you're like, there's just not a wall here.
why?
But like, if you hadn't drawn,
I know what it is.
does it automatically make it the floor?
I mean, I think what it is, Doig, is you see how every single other square gap is made up of 4 pieces? This is just if you wanted it to not have to be on an intersection.
I don't know what you're saying.
So, this is trying to give you options as to how to build levels, right? So if you look at all the white bits, right?
Yeah.
There's holes in the red bits, right?
This is showing the white would be walls.
Yeah.
The red would be the tops of walls.
Right?
Right.
So imagine
Right.
that you wanted to have a wall to make a gap,
I
but
see
you
what
didn't
you're
want to
saying.
have 4 tiles to do it. If you wanted to just have it on 1 tile instead of over an intersection, this would let you do that.
Right, okay. I don't think we need it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. A bad clock always strikes right twice a day. What was the one of us said something about a clock being right
Who was angry?
twice a day. And it was just the wrong saying, and it really cracked me up, and I can't remember what it was that we said. Yeah, it was just, even a clock is right twice a day. I think I said that in one of the Outer Wilds playthroughs by accident, and it cracked me up afterwards. I'm looking up Clock King. I'm now just going to start saying it as a phrase because I think it's funny. And people have to put up with me.
What's the bad phrase?
Even a clock is right twice a day.
I like that. That's great.
Oh my gosh, Clock King's amazing! Okay, I'm going to describe it to you, Doig. Are you ready?
No, shut up. What?
Okay, so this is what Clock King looks like. Okay?
Okay.
So, blue leotard
Okay.
all over the body.
Okay.
The leotard has a pattern of clock faces all
Okay.
over it in a repeating pattern.
Okay.
Then there's green knee-high boots,
Right.
green underpants,
Right.
with a green belt with a clock on it.
What color is the clock?
White. The same as all the ones all over the pattern on the blue jumpsuit.
So the blue jumpsuit
Sorry,
is
blue
blue
leotard. It's sky
with
blue.
sky blue with white clocks.
Yeah, with white clock faces.
How
And then lime green.
how dense are the clocks on the leotard?
They're pretty big.
So they're kind of like cloud shapes if you were to describe them
Yes.
on a sky. Okay.
Yeah, imagine
Okay.
the background of Andy's room
So it's kind of
from
like
Toy Story.
he's wrapped in like Dali painting type clocks that's just wrapping around him.
Well, I mean,
Are
It's
they
very,
are they
like-
flattened patterns in the drawing?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, they're just
Like
circles.
they've been masked
Yes.
to. Okay, I've got it.
Like a blue Swiss cheese, if you will.
Okay.
So there's a sky blue leotard.
I've got
and we've
it.
got lime green gloves, boots, underpants with a belt,
Right.
and we've got a cape, a lime green cape.
Is his entire head a clock?
Now the entire head is a clock, but he's also got his hood over it a little bit.
A hood?
It looks a little bit like a beanie in the drawing I'm looking at,
Okay.
but it's actually a hood.
Okay.
I'm gonna put them on screen for you now so you can see. I want to know how close this is to what you're imagining. You ready?
Yep. I had the green of the boots more green.
Here he is. Clockman. Stop! You're on time!
So this is... Why does he not have a crown? He's the
Oh.
clock king.
Oh, I don't know. Why does he not have a crown? Who did this?
Yeah, no, his green was way more luminous in my head.
No. This is him. Here we go, we can see him in action.
You're out of time?
I like how Batman's our default hero for everything.
Wait, what villain is he for? Or is he the hero?
I think he's the hero. I know which women are wearing the most expensive jewels, but I can't identify them with their masks on. They'll unmask at midnight when this clock sounds, but that will be too late. because I am timing my rooftop escape at exactly midnight. I must get them to unmask earlier, and I think I know how. Is it something to do with your clock? Or time? Or something? He just changes the clock. I think he just changes the clock. Suddenly the clock tolls 12. He just changes it, doesn't he?
They must be at like some sort of costume party where they have to unmask at 12. Or something.
Yes, that was simple enough. I moved the minute hand forward. Wow, you truly are the smartest, Clock King.
I lied with time.
Look over there at the window. It's the man in the clock costume. He's like, it's Clock King! Call me by my proper title.
Cock boy.
Cock boy! That's not a real thing. He's using his clock powers to take a clock and move the hand forward.
Oh dear.
Planet Chaos says, have you heard of the Batman villain who has eyes on his fingertips? And Batman beats him by throwing a cactus at him and he catches it! That's awful.
I love that.
That does sound like more of a weakness than a supervillain power. Like, oh, watch out. I've got eyes on my fingers.
Dude, there is a TV show
Uh-huh.
where there was a character that developed an ability to remove parts of himself but then reattach them,
Oh.
and he put his eyes places so he could keep watch. I can't remember what it was though, and he ripped off his ear and that was his listening device.
I'm not sure that's how the human body works.
It's not. I can't remember what show it was.
I think if
though.
it's not attached, that's like grabbing your computer and pulling it like out of the cables of the wall and walking down the street and putting it in a park and being like, why is it not working?
I'm not sure. It was maybe like it wasn't Mr. Potato Head.
He does do that though.
I think it was maybe either Supernatural or Grimm, or maybe not Grimm. It was something.
I can't stop thinking about him as Mr. Potato Head now though. Just in a realistic, dim, dark world.
The thing is, I'm thinking the context of the show, what he was doing was like he taught himself like magic or something, and this was the way that it manifested.
Is he not powerful enough already?
No, the magic is to take himself apart. I think they defeat him by tearing like just taking him apart and putting him in boxes and just putting him
That's
somewhere.
everyone's solution to everything. Whenever they have a villain they can't defeat, they're just like, let's just put them in a box.
Yeah.
This is how they defeated Buggy as well in One Piece.
Maybe so. I like Buggy. Buggy was
Swift,
cool.
type in Google Wind Waker Tingle. I mean, I know who Tingle is. Tingle's great. Goon124 says, in the latest series he has a crown and sable trim on the cape. That sounds cooler. I like that. Now he really is a king. Oh my gosh, Rosmere says, I think I recall the characters on Frasier playing Scrabble or Dominoes or something. I would love to see someone manipulate the scene so they're playing this game and use it just for laughs commercial. Just a really badly superimposed version of this game. Like those edits where someone makes someone hold something by just like parenting something to the hand and it like doesn't quite work properly, but it works enough. Planet Care says, I love the Clock King with the clock eyes and bowler hat. Yeah, that was one which I didn't show. But there's also just him as a regular dude where he has a bowler hat and like brown glasses, but the glasses are clock faces. He's like, I can see through time! It's a bad joke. Yeah, Darkbot, I think they've also... There's been a couple of undead characters that have done that as well. Detach their body parts. It's a pretty cool power. How are you going with Godot?
I'm about to save this so that I can try the auto tile thing.
I'm still drinking my tea. If anyone who's like, why aren't you working, Swifty? I'm drinking my tea.
You're drinking your tea? Did you drink your tea from last night?
Yes, I did. It was delicious. Thank you very much.
Are there any Jaffa cakes left?
Yeah, I think so. Well, there are pieces. It's just a wasteland in that bag of bits of Jaffa cakes.
You could probably pour that onto cereal.
You want a clock for an eye? There's got to be some kind of steampunk gentleman, like Englishman, right? Who has a monocle and it's a clock. Like, combining the pocket watch with the monocle. Cookies with a space says, are they making a game? We are, yeah. I'm doing a instruction manual for a game jam. The game jam ends on Friday, so I'm trying to get the instructions all done by then. Darkbot says, makes me think of the Yu-Gi-Oh card Time Wizard. I don't know that card. I gotta look.
Time Wizard.
Time Wizard. Yu-Gi-Oh! Hey, Yugi! Oh, that's a happy chap. Oh, that does not look like I expected it to look. How would you expect a card called Time Wizard to look, Doig?
I don't.
Paint me a picture.
It's a
If you
bearded
were gonna-
figure with a staff in a like a time stream,
Yeah.
and there's stars swirling around him, and you can see in the distance some dinosaurs.
Okay.
I've seen him before. I should have known this.
Here they are. Just like you imagined. Not what I expected.
I mean, he does have the time vortex swirling around him.
This looks like someone cast a malevolent spell on a clock and is like, why am I alive?
I wish to go back to
Why?
before I was born.
This is the eyes.
The cog shoulder pauldrons is a nice touch, though.
It is, yeah.
Let's give them the benefit that like that's a nice design element.
It's very charming in a Dragon Quest type way. You know, it's just like the eyes with the whole white showing and the pupils like shrunk but dilated and they're looking slightly different directions. It's just a little wall-eyed as a treat, says Goon. Wow. Him can turn a baby dragon into a grandpa dragon. Neither of those sound like they'd be particularly good at fighting. Can he turn a baby dragon into like a capable middle-aged warrior dragon? Or is he only like...
Baby dragon?
Can make them too young or too old. Yeah, it does seem like time manipulation is a super powerful ability. I think that's why I really like Doctor Who. Is because like time manipulation and time travel is such a powerful ability. But with Doctor Who, it feels less like he's in control of it and more like he's just in the tide of what's happening, which is kind of rad. It stops it from feeling OP. Look at you doing cool things. What's this? You playing Snake?
This is the bitmap thing. So
I'm only playing.
I assume this is what I'm meant to be doing.
Raid says, Doig, I challenge you to Yu-Gi-Oh!
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 What were you saying about Doctor Who and in the something of it? What were you saying?
I was just saying time travel is such a powerful ability that I like the way it's handled in Doctor Who, where it's more like he's a passenger. He kind of just goes with the flow rather than having control over it or anything.
He has semi-control at certain points.
All
but-
right, Doig. Maybe I don't like Doctor Who then.
Right, okay.
No fight. Just fine if that's the way you'll be.
Yeah, I've learned.
He's learned if he doesn't put up resistance, I've got nothing to thrash against, and therefore I'll just like wear myself out and stop. But Doig, I feel salty. I want to fight.
Well, the thing in Doctor Who is that...
Oh. Did you have to hit save or something?
I don't know. I think it's still there.
Oh, you're right, it is. But like Kara says, I love Doctor Who during the RTD era.
Okay, it's sort of working, but
Sort
it's
of.
sort of broken.
Sort of not. Sort of working, but also kind of not working.
Yeah. Did I mess up? Was it meant to be the other way?
What's the game theme? Like it's a cards game like D&D. It's like a Scrabble RPG. It's a little dungeon crawler
Why did this one work?
where you're looking to get the best score.
Why is this one working, but this one?
I don't know. Nice. He was asking the wrong person.
Oh, template generic 16 tiles. Shit.
What's up?
Did
you not scroll down far enough to see that you had other options that were less complex?
Yeah.
Ba-bum, ba-da-da-da-dum. I think for my how to play section, I'm going to have to look at how a few other games describe how to play the game and their gameplay loop. I might look at a few one-page RPGs, because I'm assuming if they can fit all on one page, then they probably know pretty concisely how to explain their rules. So they'll probably be a good thing to look at. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, you'd expect it to be lined up, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it seems great. I think I've...
Yeah, it looks like it. Some video tutorials might help you. Oh! Oh!
Well, that's what it was before. I'm just trying out some stuff.
Oh. Ah! Doo doo. Great says, Swift, do you have a twin sister? That's a weird out of nowhere question. No, I don't have any siblings. I'm siblingless. I'm the only child. GeoSim says, tell us about your game. Yeah, it's a dungeon crawling RPG that you play with Scrabble tiles. And it's all just about getting the highest score you can before you die. So basically, you are a wizard. You cast spells using your Scrabble tiles, having to spell the spells that you're using. The spells do damage to enemies based on the word score that you would get in Scrabble for the word you've made. And your aim is just to get as far through the dungeons as you can, defeat as many enemies as you can, get as much loot as you can, so that you can get the best score by the time you croak it. And it's a little tabletop game that Doig is attempting to digitize, but he's learning Godot for the first time. Hey, Zultra Lord! I recognize you! I recognize you from the Pirate Software chat. How's it going? But it isn't. Her name is Taylor. It's a secret. Oops. Taylor Swift. I'd never heard of anyone called that. Toby Kofi says, I didn't even notice him doing Godot. Yeah, he's doing it. He's trying. Currently the tile set doesn't seem to be responding the way that he's anticipating it doing so, based on the documentation he's following. GeoSim says, kind of like a mix of Nightmare and Bookworm. I know neither of these things. I have to look them up to tell you if it's anything like them. Nightmare board game. And Scrabble is not what you said. Bookworm is what you said. Bookworm! Board game. There we are. Let me have a look at some images. Oh, cool. Bookworm looks kind of fun. It's more like a mix between Scrabble and D&D, to be honest. But it's like a very simplified D&D. Very simplified. No stats or anything. Like, there's no DM or anything like there is in Nightmare or Atmosphere, where there's like someone telling you what to do and guiding you through roleplay or anything. I remember Nightmare Now being a TV show. It was pretty dope, right? Yeah, what I'm doing at the minute is I'm trying to write the instruction manual so I can kind of show you some stuff. So let's see. Your wizard's making your way through a treacherous dungeon using your spells and wiles to earn as many points as possible before you lose your health. I'm just going to change that to before you die because it's simpler. So then, as you can see, we've got basically Scrabble tiles, we've got spell cards, monster cards, treasure cards, score sheet, map tiles, player pieces, and then little markers for the board, box of holding. And then this is how a game setup generally looks. So we pop some map tiles down to begin with. Always pop 3 down, and 1 gets flipped before the game begins. And then as you explore and move into the map tiles, they'll flip, so it kind of feels a bit like exploration. And every time you flip a tile, you put another one down. So the dungeon expands as you go through it. And on the map tiles, I have markers for where you would place monsters or treasure chests. And such. And then you have here your Scrabble tiles. And you can use them in conjunction with your spell cards to cast spells on the monsters and fight your way through the dungeon. Essentially. And then you're just keeping score as you go. And at the end, like, as soon as someone dies, the game's over. And you guys can tally up your scores. So yeah, that's basically it. And then we get into like the nitty gritty of like what's going to be on each card and what the cards are going to be like and what the variety of them are going to be. But yeah, this is basically how spells work. To cast spells, players will use a combination of spell cards and runes. Runes are just what I'm calling Scrabble tiles, basically. So you get your card, which says Cone of Blanks. You get your Scrabble tiles. You make Cone of Goats. And then you take the Scrabble score of goats, add it together, and that's how much damage you do. And then you put those tiles on the slime card, and that tracks your damage for you. Ba 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 ba. That's basically it. And then there's a few extra things thrown in, like bosses and stuff. A few twists, and then there's a few spell cards thrown in that are like encourage you to play cooperatively. Like there are buff cards where you can add adjectives to other people's spells. Like instead of Cone of Goats, you could make Cone of Angry Goats or something, if the other player assists you. You are a wizard. I just realised this says, you are a wizards. I guess I'll capitalise wizards as well. Angry goats. Silky says, looks at tile set, looks at Doig's scarf, looks back at tile set. I think Doig has a default set of colour. He do.
What?
Pink's Doig's favourite colour. So he uses it a lot.
Why is there...
Night night raid. Sleep well.
Why is there a version of the spell that card on the screen? What's that?
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, an idea for a card back pattern, says Darkfault, and Darkfault sent it in. I can grab it. One sec. That's the wrong controller. I have two of them next to me. No, I got it! I got it! I got it! Ah!
Here you go.
Just gonna hand it to me?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Here it is. Oh. Oh, you see in the background. Oh.
Oh, cool.
That's nice. I think I do have a little bit of feedback on the design for Doig when we end up proofing up. I just didn't want to give it now because I'm like, I know that this is all subject to change and the looks don't really matter at the minute.
Yeah.
But I think the black and dark purple is a little bit difficult to read. I might be tempted to reverse it and have like a black background and then bright purple letters or something.
You do that.
Yeah.
It is supposed to be kind of subtle. It's supposed to be like the fog of war. So it was.
Oh, you want it to be subtle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Then disregard what I said because
like,
it was based on.
Yeah, it is intentionally subtle so that like you get the vague sense that it's part of the game, but like
Gotcha.
it feels like a fog of dark.
Gotcha. I can't put it down. That's okay. It's just it can float.
This is being weird. I thought.
Thank you, Darkbolt, for sending that in.
I thought this would just work, but it's like.
You like the ambigram? Thank you very much. That was oh my gosh, what's their name? Kevlar. For some reason I want to say Zagreus. And I was like, that's not their name. It was Kevlar who created this pattern for us. They are very good at doing ambigrams.
Why would this not be working?
But yeah, we did a little bit of playtesting of it, so we've paper prototyped it and we've run a few games together, and it was really fun. If you guys are interested and you want to see how it plays, then we actually did a whole play session yesterday that we filmed. So if you want to check out yesterday's stream, then you can see the game in action. Kevlar says, I'm not offended with being compared to Zagreus. I was like, that's the character from Hades. That's not Kevlar's name. I wonder why Zagreus came into my head. But yeah, that's Kevlar in chat. Woohoo! GeoSim says auto tiles are never 100% great, but you can manually override tiles.
Yeah, but this is... I'm using their their rule set, so I'm confused why.
Not working.
Yeah.
There must be something that's like you've just overlooked, like a setting somewhere.
To give you an idea,
Like you've got it set to 16. And you've got other stuff in the scene also set to 16, so it all matches.
yeah, like the tile set itself. Once the rules work, it worked.
Is this
not
in
the
Unity
art.
right now?
Yeah, this is Unity,
Yeah.
but it's not the art.
So that's how it's meant to work, the way that Doig's using it now. And it's not working currently in Godot. I think it must just be a setting somewhere that we've overlooked. Oh, Martina says, remind us to set up the Google form for Community Day. Yes, thank you. I reminded that of Doig actually just before the stream this morning. But you have helpfully reminded me that I need to tell all you guys. Remember, guys, it's Community Day soon. Community Day falls on the last day of the month, every month. We'll be putting a form out, and if you guys have anything you want to share about what you've been up to this month, then you can send it in. And we'll spend the stream looking at what people have been up to. And just celebrating you guys and your stuff and what you're doing. So yeah, we'll tweet it out. We want to see what you guys have been making or doing, or anything like that. Yeah, Community Day every month. Every month.
Yeah, it's the last stream of the month. So
yeah, that's right. Last stream of the month, not last day of the month, since we don't know the two will always line up.
Yeah, in this case it will. It'll be Thursday the 31st, I think.
So next week. And
Yeah.
also...
Tuesday the 31st.
And also to let people know that the Anna Morning Challenge is going to be looked at the first day, the first stream of the month, every month. So reminders that you'll need to get your Anna Morning Challenge in by this Sunday. Because we'll be looking at them the following week. So get your Anna Morning Challenges in this Sunday!
And sort of like...
We'll be looking at them on the 1st.
So were you saying that you wouldn't want people to submit Anna Morning challenges for Community Day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, considering that we'll be looking at them literally the day after Community Day.
Yeah.
If anyone submits Anna Morning challenges to the Community Day, I won't look at them just because I'll look at them the next day instead.
Yep. Yeah, it's more for celebrating what you do, like outside of... Well, not necessarily outside of, but like...
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, not necessarily. Like if it's fan art or something, we'll look at that, that's fine.
Oh yeah, for sure. But there's always like, everyone in chat is always like up to so much cool stuff.
Yeah.
And it
yeah,
always
will be.
like, it's a little bit of a side thought on the stream itself because we're always doing other stuff. So I wanted to just have a stream dedicated to it, just looking at people's stuff and sharing and geeking out about how cool it is. Pilky says, what kind of stuff can we share in Community Day? Anything you've worked on? Yep, anything you've worked on. So long as you are safe to do so. Like, so long as you're not under NDAs or anything, obviously. And you're happy for it to be streamed and shown to people. Anything you want to shout out. Like, the day is just about you guys. So, like, if there's any links you want us to, if you've got links to stuff you want us to show or share or anything, you can put those in. Darkbot says, I'm currently deep into our roleplay campaign. I mean, it could always be something like you could send in a story from your roleplay campaign if you wanted. Also, if you're too busy, you don't have to. But it's there as an option for you guys if you wanna.
Let's see. See if there's any documentation on it. So like this might not work here.
Let me I'm gonna do a little Google for you.
Yeah.
And then I'm
please.
gonna have to go. Do a little Google. Is it a tile set or a tile map?
It's kind of like auto tile set, tile map. They're all parts of the thing.
Let's see. Do 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 do. Your bit mask isn't complete. I'm assuming the bit mask is the red.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
What is it saying about not being complete?
Well, someone's shown an example of it bulking out a bit,
Okay.
and someone said, and this might not apply to yours, but I'll read it in case it helps. Someone said, your bit mask isn't complete. Start by adding red to the center of each tile and then fill in the spaces around your existing square. This will result in a slightly larger square than what you have now. Someone else said, this is correct. The center bit for each tile you want to use needs to be set. OP also needs all 47 tiles when using a 3x3 minimal auto tile mode. Let's see, someone else says you didn't set the sub-tile size to the right one in the tile set.
Oh, wait.
Is that helpful? You need to set the sub-tile size in the tile set to be correct.
Haha! Not what you said, but it...
Did it... Oh, it's giving you an entrance now.
That shouldn't be an entrance.
Try again. Try not clicking in the middle and just filling it in without clicking in the middle. No, I mean just try drawing it without clicking in the middle.
Try drawing
Yeah,
it
could
without...
you keep drawing the outline and clicking in the middle? Just... Yeah, I've got no clue.
It's better.
It's better. Faux show. I mean, that worked. Now it doesn't work. But it worked to begin with. It might be because it doesn't have something set for that or something.
Oh. Huh. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah!
Did I help? No. Aww.
You... What? No, you didn't, but you made me Google, and then I Googled this, and then it was like, you need to use... It was this.
Okay.
You have to set it to 3x3 minimal. The thing was like 3x3 requires 256 tiles, 3x3 minimal requires 47. And I was like, I think I have 47 tiles.
Yes, that makes sense. Toby Kofi says, going in and out of work, how is Doig liking Godot so far?
This
Yeah!
is way more intuitive. That like once I had the right settings in,
Yeah,
like
that's
this is
better.
okay. By comparison, okay.
Mhm.
In the tile set, in the tile here, and then I click on this. This is how you determine what the rule set is, and like basically I'd drawn the tiles like this. What I did for myself is like I just rearranged them in the tile map for this to work. Do you want to see how I had to set it up for Unity?
Yeah, sure. Show me.
So in Unity we have this, and then you had to go into tile. So my wall placement tiles, okay. So drag this over. Loading. So I had to create a new asset. I think I'm in the way of it. This asset, I think this is in the way of it as well. This asset, this wall placement asset here, I had to create this. Once I select this, I had to go in and manually add each one of these individually and then click on here for all of these rules 47 times. So I had to like figure out what these were. This is what took me a day. This is what took me a fucking day. Like I was doing art, other pixel stuff and card art and stuff as well, but like over the course of the day, like I had to set like the process of making one of these is like add. I broke it. Where is it gone? Here. You add it, then you have to go into here, then you have to like find the actual one, click the right one, and then click these. I will say though that the fact that the tile updates based on the rules, that's kind of good. Godot wasn't doing that, but
What wasn't Godot doing?
automatically updating the tiles once they're on the tile map.
Well, how would it automatically update them? What do you mean automatically update them?
Okay, so see if I change this. This is actively like changing what the rule set is on the tiles that I've drawn. Oh, you can't really see it. Let me do it here. Shit, which one was that? Yeah. So as I change rules, it'll change what's drawn. Godot wasn't doing that. But that's fine. Once it's set up, it's set up. So for instance, these ones are still broken, but if I draw over them...
Oh, I see. You mean in Unity that would just update to make them all correct?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Roger.
Like, as soon as you like start to interact with it, it's like, oh no, I meant to be something else.
Hey, I'm glad it worked out.
There might be a button that's like, refigure it out.
Yeah. Like up there, there's a little, I think that's a rotate button actually, but I thought it might be a refresh for a sec. But yeah, how's it feel, Doig? It's a nice program to use, isn't it?
Yeah.
The fact that it's got no bloat means it's just fast and responsive.
Yeah, I like it. I like it so far.
Cool.
Did anyone else have a weird buffer? I don't know.
Oh. I'm surprised actually that Pirate Software isn't streaming today. They normally are. Swifty approaches stealthily. Swift is fucking dead.
Godot 4 is even... How do I not have Godot 4? Where's 4? Is 4 not out yet? I'm on 4. Where's 4? What can
You just
do with
downloaded
4?
it, so you should have 4. Like, you downloaded the latest version, presumably.
4 is in beta.
4 is in beta, gotcha. So what's next for you, Doig? What now you got your neat little tile set working?
Figure out how to do UI stuff. So that we can get the other tile stuff in. I think.
Well, I'm gonna have to go because I gotta get on with some storyboarding.
Alright.
But I think the instruction manual is shaping up. I think I stopped working when I reached the chunkiest bit.
How to play.
How to play.
Are you
Yeah, this is the chunkiest bit though.
Can I see the rest of it just quickly?
Yeah, I feel like for this, I'm going to want to look at how other people explain how to play games succinctly.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can also do that. So yeah, it starts off and there'll be like an intro page, you know, where it's just like the front of the manual has some cool little art on it.
About that.
Oh, look at them go! Yeah.
And then you'd have contents, which these are not final contents. In fact, a lot of these pages aren't final. A lot of them are just placeholders at the minute, but I'm getting the structure down. Then just like maybe some flavor text. I might take this out. We might not need this.
Yeah, I see.
Game overview, which is just the simplest terms. What do you need to know? You know, spell that as a 1 to 2 player cooperative game where you play as wizards exploring a treacherous dungeon, using your spells and wiles to earn as many points as possible before you die. Just,
Okay.
like everything you need to know about what kind of game you're playing, how many players, what's the aim of the game, how do I win the game, you know, what am I doing during the game. Then there's game pieces, so essentially what's in the box, or what do you need to play. So we've got runes, rune shelves, spell cards, monster cards, treasure cards, score sheet and pencil, map tiles, player pieces, monster pieces, treasure chest pieces, and box of holding.
Nice. And the box of holding could just be the box itself.
Yeah, I was considering not even putting the box of holding on, because like box of holding is basically just you need a space to put stuff that you win.
I would just make it out of the game box itself.
Yeah,
like,
but I
make-
put it in
Yeah.
because I use it on the next diagram. So I just want to make sure that everything here, like everything on this, was represented in the previous pages. So this is a typical game setup for 2 players.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, once you've opened the box, I imagine it like one top slides over the bottom box,
Yeah.
and when you unslide it, the card art under that would be revealed is like a cool box of holding, and like the bottom of the box looks like it's like it becomes a game piece.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Not just that. Oh, the bottom of the box.
No, yeah, that'd be great.
There we go.
Just that sounds like a great thing design wise. It's not going to change the way I do the document though, because the document I'm doing, presuming there's not going to be a box.
Okay.
These are essentially things you need to play the game.
Yeah.
And whether you use cubes for the monster pieces like we do, or something else, like I'm just literally like,
This is what you need.
yeah, if I'm not going to be there and someone's going to look at this, they need to know everything they need to play. So, like box design aside, I thought box of holding should be in there as a physical thing.
Okay.
So then there's game setup, which just shows you how you'd lay out a table. And then I go into detail on what the cards are. So monster cards, like how the back and front look, and then everything on there and what it means. And then they've got the boss monster. Doig?
Okay.
Are you looking, or do you want me to stop?
No, keep going. That's awesome.
Because you asked me to look through it, but it looks
Yeah.
like you're
I
distracted.
got slightly distracted. Go back one card and I'll be back.
Okay, so monster cards.
Yep.
Which shows you front and back of the card, and then the definitions of everything on it. And then we've got boss monsters to let you know that they're more powerful, and the backs look different. And then we've got a list of all the cards in the deck that, you know, all the monster cards there are.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then the spell cards. So again, gives you a little overview, front and back, and then definitions of what all the things are. And then a list of all the ones you'll find in the deck.
Okay.
Treasure cards. A little rundown on how every single one is different, so read it, because it'll tell you what it does. Then it will have a bunch of, like a list of them again. And then a special page for the mimic card.
Okay, gotcha.
Where there's one in the deck, but it acts like a monster card.
A dastardly trick.
Yeah. There's one mimic card hidden in the treasure deck. Mimics act like monsters and will attack your wizard. And then how to play. And then during that how to play, we'll have casting spells, where we show how you combine cards and tiles, and then calculate scores to damage monsters.
Sorry, I like the little bash slime.
And then I've got a keeping score thing, where there'll be a rundown of all the different things you can do to earn points or lose points to help you calculate the scores at the end.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Great work, dude.
Yeah, Dartbolt says, I built me 2 dice boxes with felt on the inside. I got me boxes of holding. That's what we used yesterday when we play tested it. Is I have a dice box with felt on the inside, so we just used that and it felt super nice.
Yeah, the only thing through it that felt weird was the big table of contents for each card, but I'm sure you'll just be like, you have this times X, this times 2 kind of thing. Yeah.
How come this feels weird?
Because the text will be tiny.
Well, yeah, but the pages aren't final. This is more just this is where I'm going to put things.
Uh-huh.
So I literally just screen grabbed this from the document. This could be spread over multiple pages. It's not necessarily going to be this small or fit onto the page like this.
Okay. Yeah, I said I assumed you would change it up, be like, you have this 1 times 3, this one time, like a list, and the numbers it shows.
So what feels weird about it?
That it's a big table with a lot of information that wouldn't necessarily go into the instruction booklet. So I assume you're going to change it, and that was my only
Why would it
feedback.
not go into the instruction booklet?
Well, I guess it could.
Well,
But
where
not.
else are you going to find the information?
That feels like a GDD thing, not an instruction booklet type of infographic.
Well, I might present the infographic differently, but I think the information is all stuff that you need to know if you're going to play the game.
Do you need to have the description of the cards? Like... Okay.
What do you mean, do I need to have the description of the cards?
Like... The player can rotate 1 map tile in the direction of their choice. Everything on that map tile rotates with it. So would you, like...
You'd need to know that, right?
Would
if
that be
you're
a
gonna play the
page on
game.
itself kind of thing?
It
For
could
terrain
be,
map magic?
but you'd need
Okay.
all this information, right?
Um,
Like, if we don't say this in the instruction manual, how's someone going to know how the rotation mechanic works?
it would be written on the card.
I can't fit all this on the card without the cards just being walls of text.
Right, okay. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, then that would probably be a page unto itself. Yeah.
Like, if you want the cards to look nice, then it makes sense to describe them in the instruction manual
Mm-hmm.
so that you can have the cards with just nice art.
So terrain magic would probably be a page unto itself. Yeah.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But, like, I think you would need all this information. Like, you need to know what targets monsters, what targets other players, what the range means. You need to know what it requires, whether it's a noun or adverb. You need to know if you use it on your action or not.
Okay.
Like, I think you need this information in there.
Okay. Cool.
You disagree?
Don't disagree. I'm saying that it looks weird to present it like that on 1 page. That's it. That's my feedback. I'm not sure how that has been taken any other way than, yeah, it's going to change.
I mean, I said that.
And I agree. That's cool.
And then I asked you what it was you felt weird about with it, and you said you didn't think that information belonged in the instruction manual. You thought it would be in the GDD.
Okay. Well, now
So
that
I'm just checking.
now that I've been able to read what it is,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking if you still feel that way, Doig.
No.
Okay.
It's okay. My feedback was it's tiny text.
It is,
That's it.
but this isn't final presentation.
Yep. So that I said to begin with that I'm sure like this is going to change. But
Okay.
My only feedback is, yeah, we need to change the structure of where it goes on the pages.
I was just checking. When you
Cool.
show someone your instruction manual and say the only thing that felt weird was this, I would be stupid not to say what felt weird about it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And if you say you don't think the information belongs here, then I gotta tell you if I think it does or doesn't.
Yeah.
So that we can figure out if we should or shouldn't have it in there.
I agree.
So yeah, that's what I've got so far. This is the main section that I've got to figure out. Instruction manuals are hard. It's hard to condense this information down in a game where everything is kind of interweaved and all the mechanics work together. Knowing which mechanics to explain first without getting sidetracked by other mechanics that affect them.
Yeah. Do instruction manuals sometimes like give you like a step-by-step how to play a turn type thing?
Yes.
Okay, because that could be good.
Yeah. That would be in the how to play section.
Yeah.
You would go through example turns.
Example turns, that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah. So we'd step through like we'd essentially role play someone starting a game and with a friend and step through a couple of turns so you can get the sense of what all the different stuff does.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I think we're going to have to head off.
Yeah, I'm going to have to run. I have to run!
So we're going to raid Willem, the Dragon Man.
Yeah, the Dragon Man. Playing Dwarf Fortress. Heck yes. He's been playing that a lot. He must be really enjoying it.
Yeah, last time I saw he was creating a death pit or something.
A death pit?
Yeah, I think he
poor
dug
dwarves.
I think it's for his enemies. I don't think it's for his dwarves.
Oh, okay. That's alright then.
Last time, I think he had like what he called a ball pit, and it's just like he had caged monsters and enemies. That I think got thrown into the pit.
Mm-hmm. Let's go see the Dragon Man. Yeah, let's do it.
Alrighty.
Here's a Dragon Man.
Dragon Man.
Willem!
William. You're very good at that. Very
Practice.
good. So many good at so many things.
Specifically shouting Trogdor.
Yeah, but also making up games and board games and.
Well, I had a lot of help making up this board game from you and from chat as well. So thank you guys. Adventure. Yeah, from everyone here has helped me to make this board game what it is so far.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to continuing to iterate on it and to make it better in the future. For now, I'm just going to focus on writing down the rules we have, and then we can try and make it even better.
All right, let's go.
All right, until next time.
May the rest
of your day
be filled
with adventure.
Take care, everybody. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.